talk about the guy's performance in Tulsa. Luis Martinez won the men's individual title and had a couple of girls put up some good runs. Talk about how you felt about them performing in Tulsa.
I think the men, it was a first of the season meet, so it's hard to take too much from it. But there were 4 teams ranked in the top 30, I believe. I think Tulsa, Arkansas, ourselves, and Oklahoma are all ranked in the top 30 in the coaches poll. So it was a pretty good collection of teams. Most of us didn't run our top guys. I think all 4 teams kind of rested some of the top guys, but it was a good chance to see where the futures of all 4 programs stack up. I think we had some guys run exceptionally well. And for Luis Martinez, that was his first race as a cowboy in cross country, and I think he did a great job. Won the race, beat some very, very talented athletes in that race. So I think the future of the program is in good hands with Luis coming up pretty quickly right now.
Okay. Now, Luis was one of several redshirt freshmen you mentioned that were getting their first opportunities to show what they can do in Tulsa. What did you think of the rest of the redshirt freshmen that were kind of making their debuts?
They all did a good job. I think Noah Gady had a good race, but he had a really good track season as well, so it was kind of expected. Anthony Armstrong, his first race for us since he's been at OSU, did a good job. Some of the other young guys might have struggled, but I think those three guys. Oh, and Matthew Fairs, another guy who ran his first cross country race for us. Those 4 guys as redshirt freshmen did a really, really good job.
Okay. And as for the girls, Gintari made her second consecutive 5th place finish. That's obviously a positive you can take out of that. What else did you see from the girls' side that you liked?
Well, again, I think it's the men. We're a deeper team. We have a lot more depth. On the women, as soon as we start resting 3 or 4 or 5 of the top group, then we get a little thinner. And the women's team this year, we did rest 4 or 5 of our top group. Then we had a few injuries, so we didn't get to see as much or get an idea of what to expect later in the season on the women's team as we did the men. But the women that did run, I thought, did a great job. Gintari, of course, led us and did a fantastic job, and I think there was several that ran pretty well.
Okay. Now this week, upcoming in Kentucky, with the guys, you're sending pretty much the same group. David Osborne's going instead of Matthew Fayers. So after seeing them last week, what are you looking to see out of them this weekend?
Well, last week was, kind of a rust buster and a different approach, and we even did a much more aggressive warm-up that was kind of almost a workout in itself in the warm-up. So we approached it differently. This week we'll approach it more like we approach any race, where we're going to go in there and prepare to run well, and the focus of the day is going to be compete well. Whereas we want to compete well last week, we still want to get some work done, so it's a little different. So and we're going to see some other teams doing the same thing. I think at Tulsa, all 4 teams that were kind of in the top 3 were doing kind of the same thing. So we didn't really see. It's almost like a preseason NFL game. You didn't get to see what everybody's true hand is. Now from the same group, we'll get to see what they're like against people that are really out there serious and competing, while we're doing the same thing and get an idea of how they handle that kind of pressure.
Okay, and then with the girls, a lot of the same girls are going, but you've also got girls like Abby Hetherington. She'll be making her collegiate debut, and then Natalie Baker and Savannah Camacho are coming back and putting their first performances up of the year. What do you expect to see out of them?
Well, for some of them, it's been a long time since they've run. We dealt with some injury problems last spring, and Savannah missed the end of her track season after finishing second at the national championships in indoor track. Natalie Baker, same thing, had some injuries at the end of the year, so they're kind of coming back and just getting back into form. Abby Hetherington's a true freshman who came from Carlisle, England, same place as Tom Farrell, or from that area, and really excited to see what she's going to do. She's gotten a little bit better every single day since she got here. And I think she's rounding into form in a way that looks like she might make her top 7 by the end of the year, and that's tough for a freshman to do. So I'm really looking forward to see where Abby is when she gets to go out there and race.